In 2015, Dr. Franny was a fully qualified, actively practicing dentist in Venezuela, handling the complex clinical needs of her own patient base. But when she moved to Miami, her professional reality shifted to answering phones and booking appointments at a clinic's front desk. Her medical knowledge was sharp, and her clinical hands were ready, yet she found herself barred from the operatory by a rigid administrative wall. Her journey represents the universal challenge for foreign dentists, navigating the specific sequence of regulatory hurdles required to validate their existing medical expertise within the American system. The U.S. dental sector is projected to see a steep 19% growth rate through 2026, largely because an aging population expects full functionality over dentures. Because most domestic graduates cluster in major cities to pay student debt, suburban and rural communities face a total vacuum of talent. In these underserved regions, a NAT is staggering. There is often only one practitioner for every 5,000 people. For international dentists currently working in saturated, high-stress markets back home, this gap represents a massive professional opportunity. The United States healthcare landscape has a lucrative shortage of credentialed doctors ready to handle this volume, if they can get through the bottleneck of the application process. The process begins with a formal course-by-course evaluation. Organizations like ECE or WES review your international transcripts to ensure your academic training meets U.S. standards. The TOEFL exam often acts as the first major hurdle for applicants. It is a rigorous assessment of university-level English that stops many practitioners before they ever reach the clinical boards. Most schools maintain a strict minimum score of 100. Achieving this requires a mastery of academic English that goes far beyond daily conversational fluency. Successfully navigating these initial evaluations and language requirements is the mandatory first step to earning the right to prove your clinical skills. That proof is measured by the INBDE, the national board examination that serves as the clinical benchmark for all credentialing paths. This is a high-stakes commitment. It is a 2-day, 13-hour trial, and between registration fees and study materials, the testing phase costs roughly $12,000. The exam focuses on real-world clinical application and patient case management, testing whether a practitioner can apply their knowledge to complex scenarios according to U.S. standards. To prepare, Dr. Franny worked a full-time job and then studied from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. every single night for 8 months straight. Clearing the boards provides the definitive evidence that an international practitioner's clinical instincts are ready for American practice. From here, you choose your path. Options like GPR or specialty programs often lead to a limited license, which may restrict your practice to specific states. The 28-month advanced standing route leads to a full DDS or DMD degree. This provides the flexibility to obtain a full license in any U.S. state. Acceptance into these programs is highly competitive. Applicants must demonstrate they understand U.S. clinical culture by working in the field, which is why Dr. Franny spent years working as a dental assistant and hygienist. Admissions committees also look for deep community involvement. Specific volunteer work, such as participating in Red Cross clinics, helps an application stand out in a field of thousands. Because of the high volume of qualified candidates, getting an acceptance requires a relentlessly optimized holistic application that highlights every hour of U.S. experience. After her second application cycle, Dr. Franny was accepted into the Advanced Standing Program at the University of Illinois at Chicago. She completed the 28-month curriculum alongside domestic students, graduating with a full U.S. dental degree. Today, she operates within a scheduled care model, giving her complete autonomy over her patient load and clinical hours. By following this roadmap, she translated her international experience into a career defined by high compensation and significant lifestyle leverage. This path is a proven reality. Thousands of foreign-trained dentists have already navigated this process to secure their futures in the United States. However, attempting to navigate this administrative maze without guidance can cost you years of effort and thousands of dollars in misdirected fees. Book a free consultation call with our team today to review the specific schools looking for applicants and build a roadmap for your own U.S. credentialing.